Hello everybody from Plant Reviews. Today is the 27th of May and the species of plant I'm talking about today is an allium, and it is Allium atropurpureum. Just trying to focus on the yes, on the label. Yes, this is one of the Allium species, actually most readily available for sale. You can find it in garden centers as well as online, of course, in bulb specialists. I'm trying to get back to give you a good look about the plant. It is a very elegant plant. I have it in a pot, and it is tall, up to 1 meter tall, even if some bulbs grow smaller. They produce a flower scape that is about 60-70 centimeters tall. This is a species of Allium that it's a species of onion or garlic, as you want to call it, that is from Eastern Europe and Western Asia. In particular, the species is native to Hungary, Croatia, Bulgaria and Turkey. The plant is widely known as ornamental plant thanks to its purplish maroon flowers. And what is peculiar of this flower are actually the ovaries of the plant. You can see the ovaries here in the middle of the flower, and they are blackish purple, and they give the name to the plant. The specific epithet, indeed, atropurpureum, comes from the Latin ater for black and purpureum for purple, due to the characteristic color of the ovary. The flower itself, indeed, is not really purple as most other alliums, but is more like a maroon purplish. This is a bulbous plant, like all allium. Basically, the bulbs are actually not particularly big. If I remember correctly, it must be about 2-3 centimeters across. Most alliums have pretty big bulbs instead, and they need to be planted in autumn, about 5-10 centimeters deep. Of course, I plant them in a pot, so I plant them a little bit shallower. In autumn or early winter, the leaves start sprouting. This is one of the alliums that have very narrow leaves, and these are actually the type of alliums I prefer, because these very narrow leaves don't really bother nearby plants as wider leaves might actually do in some other alliums, for example Allium gladiator or the Allium ambassador. They have very big leaves, very wide, and they can actually are actually quite heavy, so they can be an obstacle for the growth of nearby plants. But these Allium has very narrow leaves, so the nearby plants can easily squeeze through and grow without any problems. Typical of Alliums is the fact that by late spring these leaves start drying out, they start dying down, because the plant in summer will be completely dormant, and only the bulb underground will be the living part of the plant. So this needs to be taken into consideration when you arrange alliums in the garden. You need to get them next to other plants, such as perennials or summer growing bulbs that with their leaves and flowers will basically cover the empty spaces left by the disappearing, so to say, alliums. The leaves are, you can see, like the green, and from the center starts a very long flower scape that ends up with this umbel of flowers. Now, most alliums have spherical umbels, spherical inflorescences, or flowerheads, as you prefer to call them. This one instead has kind of more like I would call it fan shaped, because it is true, it is rounded from the top, but when you see the allium from the side, you can see actually that the shape of the flower head is really like a fan. So don't choose this allium if you want to have spherical flower heads that are the most typical alliums in the garden. But definitely I would say, considering that this color is quite unique in atropurpureum, I don't remember other than any other species to have this color. Maybe Allium spherocephalon has a vaguely similar color with this like reddish purple, but I think in atropurpureum the color of the flowers is a lot more brilliant. So as you can see, each flower head presents many flowers, many small flowers, and they open sequentially. You can see some of them in the center are still quite close. Actually, I think it would be better probably to offer you a view from the top so you can see it better. Some of the flowers are blooming now. Here you can see this green ovary. They turn green and become bigger actually when they are growing, enlarging, producing the seeds, while in the center there's still a couple of flowers already closed. This is also an allium that is one of the most beautifully fragrant. It is kind of sweet. It is not particularly strong, the fragrance, but definitely doesn't have this garlic smell of most other flowers of alliums. It is actually a very, very nice scent, but again, it's not very strong, so don't imagine, please, to have a beautiful perfume wafting for the garden, from the wafting around the garden from this plant, because definitely it's not. You really need to stick your nose to in the flower head. Of course, not only me, I'm a big fan of these flowers, but also bees and bumblebees. They do love alliums, and atropurpureum is no exception. Several times I see bees and bumblebees buzzing around and pollinating the flowers. This also is a plant recommended not only for pollinators, but also is very good for cut flowers. And the nice feature of alliums is that the arrangement of the flower keep in shape for several weeks after even after the flowers are not fresh, because when they dry up, the ovaries that are developing the seed pods will stay arranged in the same umbel, so they continue to be very ornamental even in when the flowers are dry. So they are some of the most used flowers, not only for fresh flower arrangements, but of course for dry flower arrangements. About this cultivation, the cultivation of this species is pretty much the same as most of other alliums, so very well drained soil and full sun are the best cultivation tips I can give you. And about the hardiness zone, this plant is hardy throughout the UK, and in particular in USDA zones 4 to 8, so it is quite a wide range of climate, really. Again, please remember that the plant is dormant in summer. The bulbs are available for purchase usually between late summer and autumn. You plant them in autumn, and the leaves will start sprouting in between mid to late autumn, sometimes early winter, blooming, and the plants will bloom in late spring to early summer. Indeed, now is the end of May, and this allium is blooming with its gorgeous, beautiful maroon flowers. As usual, if you would like to have some more information about this plant or about any other plant I have in my YouTube channel, please let me know in the description down below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Of course, if you like this video, it would be great if you can please give a thumbs up, and if you like my channel, it would be great if you can please subscribe. It's completely free for you, but of course in this way you support my channel to grow and make even more videos about plants, flowers and fruits. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.